All right, welcome, Lindsay.
Hi, Patty.
Welcome. I'm here with my friend and colleague, Lindsay Hamilton, and she is going to share a little bit about her experience with the AMR, the Applied Memory Reconsolidation Practitioner Training. So I'm super excited to see what kind of nuggets you're going to share with us today. So, Lindsay, what was going on in your life before you joined the training? What prompted you to want to take it?
Well, Patty, I had done some sessions with you
Mhm.
and I had really had an amazing transformation at that point. And you brought it to my attention that you were going to be putting on the training and
Mhm.
asked if I would like to jump on board. And
There
I
you
said, absolutely. If I can help one person half as much as you helped me, then
You were
success.
awesome. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And could you give the folks a little bit of an understanding of some of the stuff that you were struggling with? Well, like what kinds of things you were struggling with?
I was struggling with anxiety and depression and just an overall uneasiness in life,
Okay.
basically. Yeah.
Right. Right. And the sessions that you had were helpful with all of that, evidently.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, they were.
Okay. And what other things had you tried, Lindsay, before you did your sessions and then decided to take the training? What other kinds of things you tried to shift some of that?
I did see a therapist for several sessions. It works short term.
Hmm.
You leave the session, you're feeling better.
Hmm.
The results of that are very short-lived. So I found it just wasn't a fit for me.
Right, right. Before you joined the training, did you have any concerns or fears or anything that was coming up for you that made you pump the brakes?
I did have a little bit of I'm never going to be able to do that. But you work through that, right? Like if it's something you really want, I did actually do some work in the program, following the program itself that helped with that. So
Right,
I'm
right.
just I'm a complete different person. Like I take risks and I'm
Yeah,
comfortable.
awesome. Okay. Wow, that's pretty profound. Was there a moment or a few moments that you can remember thinking, "Oh, I'm actually not the same person anymore?"
There have been several moments I would find myself in a situation like public speaking, for example. I was in a meeting one time and I needed to present, and the whole work up to the, oh no, no, I have to present. And I kept expecting that to come and it just didn't come. And
Wow.
afterward, I was like, that's so weird. It was just natural, like I was having a conversation. It was easy, and yeah,
Nice.
that's a big one for me. A
Right,
big one.
right. Yeah, it was easy and not a struggle, and you weren't like a Mexican jumping bean inside.
Exactly. Exactly. The fight or flight did not kick in.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, it's nice to
Yeah.
hang out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, was there a moment during the training that hit you hard enough that it's really stuck with you? Maybe during the training, during some of the sessions you received during the training, or just sort of aha moments where you went, wow.
I think it was probably when I was facilitating one of my practice sessions with a colleague,
Yep.
and it felt so natural, and I didn't feel like I was scrambling for my next move. I knew I had the resources available to me if I got stuck, but I
Hmm.
didn't get stuck. And it just flowed through. And the gratitude that that colleague had for me at the end of the practice session was it was pretty profound.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what was it that kind of hit you in the moment when that was happening?
It made me realize that I can do this.
Right.
And
Right.
I'm going to do this, and it's going to be
Right.
amazing. And there are so many people out there that are going to benefit from this.
Yeah. Beautiful. I love that there's so much emotion in that for you. Yeah. Right.
I guess.
All right. Awesome. So you've shared with us that you can public speak now without a lot of anxiety or without a lot of drama. So that's awesome. Is there anything else that comes to mind that you can do now that you couldn't do before you started doing this?
Oh my, let me see. So many things. I can fly on a plane.
Okay.
You helped me work through that.
That's right. I forgot about that. You're right. You did. Yes.
I'm not anxious in big crowds anymore. I'm not anxious being a passenger in a vehicle anymore. My life is just so much freer. I'm not afraid to voice my opinions and my concerns, of course, in a respectful manner, but
Right.
still
Right.
voice them. I've always been scared to do that, and now I'm not.
Wow. Game changer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what ripple effects are you seeing within your personal life with your family and the people that you care about and the people that you're practicing with and that you're working with? Like, what effects are you seeing? How is this rippling out?
So the people in my family and my friends and even my coworkers to some extent, even just in a conversation, if I notice there's a little something that I can give them to help them feel better in that moment, or a little nugget that I can give them to kind of turn them around, I just shove it in there. And then, you know, they don't think anything of it at the time, but they always come back and say, I noticed that you did that. That had a huge impact.
Nice.
So that's really it's
Yeah.
really something. Yeah,
Yeah. And how about with you have a beautiful daughter.
I do. I
Yes.
do.
And I know you have a sister and like, how has it impacted your relationship with them or how has it impacted them?
So I'm more regulated.
Hmm.
I'm quite regulated. I mean, nobody's perfectly regulated, right?
Well, we're meant to
So,
be moving and changing all
yeah,
the time. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm more regulated and calm. So when the big things come up and they're around me and they're seeing that I'm reacting calmly and I'm not getting worked up, they're kind of mirroring that,
Hmm.
which is really nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice to have that co-regulation bit to it too.
Right. So things are a
Yeah.
little calmer in your life, it sounds like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And my daughter, she probably wouldn't be happy that I'm sharing this, but when I first started this work, doing the training, she was quite anxious herself to the point where she had asked to be put on anti-anxiety medication. And I said, I don't think that's a good idea for somebody your age. So how about you try to go through a little bit of the program. And
Mm-hmm.
she didn't really want to do that, but just the change in me was enough to help her regulate, and just like the little nuggets of, when she would get overwhelmed in friendships and in schoolwork, just the little things that I was able to provide her with some information and really kind of change her perspective that really she's not been anxious. She's not had anxiety for well over a year now.
Wow. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Powerful. Wow. So it sounds, Lindsay, like in your experience, this has been more than a just a training to get skills to be able to help other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
beautiful segue into if you were to come up with a metaphor, because we know in the training that metaphors are one of the most powerful ways to help other people understand our experience. If you could come up with some kind of metaphor for what this work has done for you personally, what might that sound like?
Oh my, Patty, you're putting me on the spot here. I'm not good at creating metaphors, just using them.
Yeah, baby.
Um,
Metaphors are where it's at.
I would have to say it would be like the death of the leaves in the fall into the winter and how they regrow, how they rebloom in the springtime.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love that. That's beautiful. Yeah. So, like transformation, new growth.
yeah.
Yeah. See, you did great.
And I'm not even nervous.
All right. Lindsay, who would you recommend this to? And why would you recommend it to them?
I would recommend this training to anyone who really truly from the bottom of their hearts are looking to help others achieve the same transformation.
Right. Right. Nice. Beautifully put. Okay. So is there anything else that you would want to share with somebody that was listening to this and is interested in understanding what this experience has been like and the changes that it's created for you in your life? Is there anything else that's come to mind you'd want to share with them?
So right, here we go again. Just what an amazing experience this has been from the very beginning, and how grateful I am to have met you and everyone else involved in this program. And I love our family. That's what we are, was we are a
Yeah.
chosen family.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's definitely a sense of this beautiful, supportive community. It's lovely.
yeah.
It's highlight of my week when I get to spend time with you all. All right, well, that was great. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us, Lindsay.
Thanks, Patty.